Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Mining. Well, crypto mining has been in the dump lately. Specifically, GPU mining has had a real rough time. But I do have a Jasminer that is an Ethash miner that's mining ethw, and I also have an AlphaPex DG Home 1 that's mining Litecoin and Dogecoin along with some other coins. So I wanted to check in on those miners and see how they're performing. Are they doing any better than GPU mining? So today we're gonna look at how much money they've made. I've had the DG Home 1 for exactly 1 month, and the Jasminer I've had for a little over 3 months. So we're gonna see how close am I to making back the initial investment on those devices. Now I did get both of these devices for free from channel sponsors, so keep that in mind. And I just wanna say that I'm not gonna be pushing anyone to buy these devices. These videos are mainly just for you guys to follow along and kind of, if you maybe wanna buy a miner, watch my journey and see if it was something that was worth it for me, then maybe it'll be worth it for you. So not gonna push anything on you guys, just kind of show you what my farm is doing and we'll go from there. So after a quick word from our sponsor, let's get into it. Today's video is sponsored by Crypto Miner Bros, a reliable and highly trusted ASIC miner reseller. There are a couple huge benefits to buying from Crypto Miner Bros. The first is that the price on their website is the all-in price shipped to your door, no hidden fees. The second is that they have a massive selection of all the popular miners. My current favorite miner is the DG Home 1, which I got from Crypto Miner Bros. Don't forget to use code MODERN for $70 off each item regardless of price. Purchasing ASIC miners can be risky with tons of scams going around. Why not make it easy with Crypto Miner Bros? Check them out today with the link down below. So like I mentioned, my two most profitable miners right now are my Jasminer X16Q. You can see it right here on Crypto Miner Bros for $1,800, and then the AlphaPex DG Home 1, which is $2,200 for the current in stock batch. So these things are by no means cheap miners, but they're also not like $10,000 ASIC miners. These are pretty good, somewhat entry-level ASIC miners. Now let's go ahead and just jump into these things. What coins have I been mining and how much have I made off it? Because I know that's what everybody cares about. So for the Jasminer specifically, I have been mining ethw for the past 3 months at this point. I got this miner in basically December 10th and it is now February 18th, so a little bit over 3 months. And we can see that we've been paid 92.5 ethw, and then I believe we have another 3. So let's just say we've been paid 95 ethw. So let's go ahead and go to CoinGecko and check out what that is in terms of dollars. So if we put in that we have 95 ethw, we can see that that is about $185 in USD. So I'm not selling any of this ethw. My plan has always been with this Jasminer unit to mine a bunch of different coins with it and make small bags that I'm just going to hold on to each one. So that, in my opinion, is kind of the biggest pro of buying an Ethash miner, is that you have multiple options of coins to mine. So you can mine ethw, you can mine Octospace, you can mine ETC. And to flash forward a little bit, I am going to be switching this onto a different coin in this video, and we're going to decide which one, so stay tuned for that. So quickly before we move on, we've made $185 US with this miner, but how much have we made after power? Because after all, these things do have a power cost. So I did make a nice little spreadsheet here. Instead of having to use the watt calculator every time, I'm going to start using this. This unit takes about 600 watts and with a power cost of 11 cents in my area. We can see that we're spending about $1.58 per day to run this miner, and $11 a week, $47 a month, or a variable rate of 100 days. This has used $158 in power, which paints a pretty grim picture because that means that this miner has only made $30 basically after power cost, which is not the best considering that this miner costs $1,800. But that also doesn't paint the whole picture because I still have 100 ethw coins that, if we take a look at the max chart here, maybe not the max, but if we take a look at this chart here and it goes back to all-time high, basically $6, then I have $600 of Ethereum POW. And at that point, I've made almost $450 back in 3 months on that cost right here. So you can see why mine and hold is basically the only strategy to make your money back on ASIC miners, and it has been proven to be a pretty successful strategy. Okay, so let's move on to the DG Home 1. So this is my most profitable miner and the one that I got exactly 30 days ago. I didn't even mean to make this video 30 days ago. It just kind of worked out like that. And I've been mining to via BTC for the past 30 days. Let's see how much money we've mined on here And then another sneak peek, I'm going to be switching this onto a different pool to compare profitability. We're going to be switching it to Mining Dutch. One thing I do like about ViaBTC is how it has this profit chart per coin. So you can see that I started mining on January 15th on this device. And in terms of Litecoin profit, it's been going down a little bit every single day. Same kind of story for Dogecoin. As more miners turn online, you're getting a little bit less Doge per day. This is not in dollars. This is in terms of the amount of coin you're getting. So this to me says that there's been more script miners turned on, and therefore I'm getting a little bit less coin every single day. But in terms of US dollars, if we go to assets here, we can see just how much we've acquired. And so we've acquired 15.85 in Litecoin. And then we've acquired $110 in Dogecoin. So basically $125. Now, one thing I've been disappointed in is the Bells coin, the Lucky coin, the Pepe coin, the Junk coin, all these little extra coins that you were supposed to be getting to increase your profits. I've only made in total about $1.50 of those in the last month. And that's basically nothing. And to make it even worse, the minimum amount to swap these into like USDT or to Bitcoin, you have to have like tens of thousands of these coins. So these things are just going to sit here. Basically, I can't do anything with them. So I'm not even going to count that. So we have made $125 off of this miner in a month. Let's see what the power cost was. So the DG Home 1 uses 630 watts, which would mean over the last month that it has burned about $50 in electricity. So a lot better look here. We basically earned $75 in profit over the last month. So definitely doing better than the Jasminer at this point. And that would put us back to basically we've made a little under 5% of our investment back. But again, we're mining and holding these coins, and that's kind of where the money happens. So Dogecoin is where the majority of our profits come from. And we have 450 Dogecoin. So Dogecoin's had a rough month along with basically the entire crypto market. But again, if we use the peak from the last year where Dogecoin was 46 cents, and we put in 46 cents times our 450 coins, that's closer to $200 plus the additional Litecoin. We're like at $220. So at that point, we're getting a little bit closer to like over 5% of paid off, maybe like 7%. So not too bad for only 1 month, and we'll continue to monitor this as we go on. For some reason, I can never connect to these when they're on the Wi-Fi. I always have to bring them over and hook them up via wire to actually remote into them. Probably need to set a static IP on them, and I think it would work fine, but I just haven't done that yet. So I better film this video quicker because it's going to start getting warm in here with all these miners on one circuit. So let's get to that real quick. All right, as you guys just saw, I've got both my miners hooked up in the office here, so got to be quick before it gets too hot. We got a little wiggle room. It's only 69.4 degrees in here. So here's my Jasminer dashboard. If we go into settings, miner, you can see that it's mining to K1 pool right now. And then my DG Home 1 is mining to ViaBTC. So first thing we're going to do is switch to Mining Dutch on the DG Home 1. This is a pool that I was not familiar with, but I did a live stream that a lot of people knew about this one and liked this one. So we're going to try it out, see what happens. Yeah, so what I did here is you have to make an account. It's kind of similar to K1 pool in that regard. It's account based. And then I went to the, where is it? Getting started on here somewhere. And that's what got me to right here. So it's got a mining settings generator. So I'm going to set this up. We are in North America. We're going to be mining script. Our device is going to be a DG Home 1. And then it already fills in our hash rate. And then it gives us our URL for the pool, our username, and some other stuff right here. Gives us our profitability. It's saying about $3.61. Definitely down from the $5 that it was when we first got it. But with that, let's go ahead and set this up. So we'll first copy our Stratum URL, and then in here we should just be able to put that right here, and I'll put that on all of these. And then our username, we are going to do the Modern Mining is my Mining Dutch account name, so keep that in mind. Yours will be different, and I'll put that right here, and we'll name this AlphaPex. And then we'll copy that and put that in all the other three. And I don't ever set a password. We'll hit success there. And then we'll go ahead and reboot it and make sure that takes effect. Now, while we're waiting on that, let's discuss what coin do we want to mine on our Jasminer X16Q. So the benefit of the Jasminers and Ethash ASICs in general has always been that they have a variety of pretty high market cap coins that they can mine. And that's why if I was ever going to recommend an ASIC to someone, it would be either an Ethash ASIC or a script, because you're not relying on tiny market cap coins. You've got very big market cap coins that kind of hold down the profitability of these units. So if I look at the Jasminer, I've been mining Ethereum POW for the last 3 months and I have a decent bag of it. So now I need to switch, and I either need to go to Ethereum Classic or Octaspace. And you can see Octaspace, though I really do want to mine it because it probably has the most price improvement potential because it's a lot smaller market cap than the other ones. I still think that I'm probably going to go with the big dog Ethereum Classic because I don't own any Ethereum Classic and I kind of would like to. So I think we're going to go with Ethereum Classic here, and I need to figure out what is the pool that I want to use. So if we go to mining pool stats and we go to Ethereum Classic here, let's take a look at what the different pools are. K1 pool is up towards the top, and that's probably what I'm going to go with because I've been mining to K1 pool to get my ETH POW. So let's go ahead and do that. So here I am at the k1pool.com/pool/etc and then how to start. And if you select the USA servers here, it's going to give you a bunch of different options. So since we are running a Jasminer X16Q, and since we do not want ZIL, I think we just select this one right here because the Jasminer X16 one is going to have ZIL enabled right there. So let's go ahead and copy that. And this is going to be very easy since my Jasminer is already on K1 pool right now for ETH POW. All I need to do is replace the port here, and that's going to make it extremely easy. So coin select, we need to select this as ETC, and then we should be good to go. Just hit submit, and then I'll want to reboot this. So I'm getting a fail to edit message, but I think it did take effect. So let's give this a minute, and let's go ahead and go back to mining Dutch and see if our hash rate has started to show up. And we can see here, I do need to get used to the Mining Dutch UI. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It almost seems like a very old school website. But we can see workers 1 of 1. My AlphaPex DG home 1 has showed up there. So that worked good. We'll give the Jasminer a couple more minutes and I'll check back in. All right, and there we have it. We are now mining ETC on K1 pool. By the way, I will have my K1 pool link down below. Thanks for watching, guys. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed. And if you want to know which creators I recommend watching in the mining space if you're new, check out this video on your way out. And don't forget to bookmark my new GPU deals website to get always the best prices on GPUs you're buying. See you next time.